Hello, today we're going to talk about trees and then we're going to draw a tree. So Yaya's tree, as of today, 2020, as a tree grows older, every year it creates a ring. So if a tree has been alive for 6 years, it will have 6 rings. They're called annual rings. So we're going to pretend that we are trees. So that means that if you're 7 years old, how many rings do you put in your tree? If you said 7, that's what I was thinking too. So all you need for this project is a piece of paper and something to write with. My suggestion to you is to start out with a pencil and an eraser in case you do anything that you want to erase. The next couple of minutes I'll show you how I drew mine. So you can go get your supplies and then come back and we can do it together. Have fun. Here we go. I started out by choosing a title for my tree. I decided to write Yaya's tree, and then I put the date. Definitely don't forget to put the date because who knows, you might find this in 10 years and think to yourself, oh my goodness, wow, I have grown up so much since I made that tree. Now draw a big circle on your page. Make it big enough so that you can fit all of your rings and some writing on the inside. This is the outer bark of your tree. Outer bark is important for protecting the tree from weather and insects and all sorts of things. And once you made your outer bark, find the middle of the tree and you can draw your pith. So that's the very center part of the tree. Now ask yourself, hang on a second, how old am I? And once you have that number, that is the number of rings that you have to draw. So as you can see, I am on the older side, so I had a lot of rings to draw. You might be 6, 7, 8, 9, so you can draw however many rings correspond with your age. So as you draw your rings, I'll tell you a little bit about what I know about trees. You have your outside bark, your outer bark, that is protecting the tree. And then on the inside, you have layers called xylem and phloem, and those are basically highways that transport all the things that the tree needs to live and grow and thrive. There's also a layer called the cambium that is in charge of producing new wood every season. But the thing is, during the spring, it produces the wood faster, and it actually looks lighter. And so during the rest of the year, when it's growing more slowly, it looks darker. And that is why you end up having rings. So if you have a lighter ring, followed by a dark ring, followed by a light ring, followed by a dark ring, you end up with these annual rings that tell you how old the tree is. And then on the inside of that cambium layer, there's something called sapwood. And then on the inside of that is heartwood. So sapwood is active xylem and heartwood is inactive xylem. And then on the inside of that is the very center, which is the pith, which is what you know about already. It's that middle dot of your tree. Here's the part where you choose 3 things you want to share about your life. So one of the things that I decided to share was that I made the town team for soccer when I was in 3rd grade. And I was really proud of that, which is why I decided to include it on my tree. So if you're having trouble thinking of something to write, it's often helpful to think of times in your life when you felt proud of yourself or surprised or excited or something new happened or something changed. That's why I included also the first time I went on an airplane because I was so excited. I had no idea what to expect. It was really interesting. And I'm sure you have tons of different things that you could write on your tree. And if you chose something that happened when you were 3, count out to the 3rd ring. If you chose something that happened when you were 7, which ring should you count out to? I was thinking 7. Yeah. And maybe you're doing this activity with someone who is 65 years old, and if they chose an event that happened when they were 56, which ring should they count out to? Yeah, I think the answer is 56 also. As always, it's really fun to keep drawing, and I noticed that there is some blank space on this paper, so I am going to draw the tree that is me. So I'm drawing big long roots and big branches, and I think I'm an apple tree, and I definitely decided to use a pen, so I think I make a mistake here, but I'm gonna just keep on going and decide to cover up that mistake by filling in the whole tree, which is cool because I think it looks even cooler that way anyway. And you can also draw a tree that feels right to you, that represents who you are. It can be any type of tree. Show me what you got. And we've done it again, folks. Look at how great we did. Excellent job. Thanks so much for joining me today. I really hope that you send me a photo of what you've done or a video of your process. I'd love to see it for sure. And this activity can be done by anyone at any age at any time. That's why it's so fun. So thanks so much for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.